When I think about my own journey to finding my calling and destiny and think about the separation from God, it can become very personal. My husband and I went through a very difficult time financially. I had to leave his employment. I worked for him, and I ended up getting a job at a large multinational company, and I felt very ill-equipped. And I wouldn't say that I knew then that God was bringing out my calling. But as I discovered, as I got oriented to my job and sort of got my feet underneath me, I realized that the people around me, the leaders around me, although they had impressive resumes, were also broken. And God was really calling me to bring my faith to the marketplace, which is where I really learned to sing. And what I mean by that is, as I developed relationships with people, I was able to share with them and encourage them about their own gifts and talents and how God would bring them out and use them as they were going about their work and their professions. So I was introduced to a woman who was coming from China to the U.S. to take a short-term assignment. And I'd heard that the seeds of faith had been planted in her, but she had not yet made a commitment to Christ. So we worked in the same function, but in different roles. And as I built a relationship with her, I learned that she had left her husband and son to come to Indianapolis for a 6-month period. So I decided to invite her to come to church with us and then to have dinner. And as we began to have these relationships, this became part of our regular routine, was to go to Grace and have dinner and talk about what we had learned. By the time she finished her assignment, she was ready to make a commitment to Christ. It was the most amazing thing I had ever seen. I remember turning to her right after the sermon and saying, "Jessie, are you ready?" And she said, "Yes." And I was so shocked. I was just shocked that she said yes. So I ran to get Dave, and we went to the cross, and we prayed over her, and she accepted Christ then. And something in me moved that I realized I had a little part in the eternal salvation of this person, and it had come because of work. Well, at any rate, ever since, I have sought after other relationships, primarily one-on-one, with men, women, older people, younger people. It didn't matter, but I realized that in their brokenness, I could bring some good news. And that's what God has used me for. So I've done way of discipleship. I've done all the things that Grace has taught me and fully equipped me to be an ambassador, to really represent what the Lord has done in me. And that gets me fired up.